All right, you guys. So you probably have not heard about this game, Concord, like I have. I have not even heard about this game. But come find out, this is a hero shooter, much like Overwatch, that's been in development for 8 years. It's mind boggling to think that this game has been in development for 8 years. And me personally, I really haven't heard anything about it. Now, over the last couple days, I have been seeing some advertisements for Concord when I turn on my PlayStation. So I'm like, oh, that looks pretty cool. Here, let's go and let's watch a little bit of the trailer. And I found an article from Forbes talking about it. So let's go. And mind you, this game does not look bad. I'm not sure how well balanced it is because I have yet to play it. The fact that it comes with a $40 price tag and it's a hero shooter is kind of the biggest turnoff for me. Because like I said, there's all different types of heroes that you can play as. All different types. So let's get into it because this is what caught my eye. Is that PlayStation's Concord did not break 700 players on launch day. On launch day. That to me is an epic failure of massive proportions. Because according to this guy right here, and I 100% agree with him, the fact that this game launched with 697 players, right? A couple hours after launch. Boom. There's his chart that he took for this. But they're talking here about how Sony had a nice little nest egg because they found gold in Helldivers 2, right? And that Helldivers 2 is actually being played more on Steam than PlayStation, which kind of makes sense because I think therefore I'm probably wrong because there's somebody out there that's going to be like, yeah, you're wrong. I think there's more PC players out there than PlayStation players now. So that's why Helldivers 2 is going to have much higher numbers. Anyways, the part that really just drew me in when it came to this is that the $200 million losing disaster, Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League, launched with 13,000 concurrent players. Poor at the time, but 20x more than what we're seeing from Concord now. Plus, Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League was #1 on PlayStation's most played list for some time. Okay. Redfall, which is another epic failure of a game within the last year, came from Arcane Studios and published by Bethesda, so it was a Microsoft game. Launched with 6,000 players when it came to Steam. Ubisoft's Skull and Bones, the first ever quadruple A title, currently has more players right now. Which I don't know who would be playing Skull and Bones because like that game, it's terrible. And then last year's disastrous Golem game launched with more players. I cannot come up with anything here that's even remotely close at comparison point. And the strangest thing is that it's not even a bad game. The entire thing comes down to how unappealing it was. Even still, this is incredible. Well, the problem I have with it is the fact that the hero shooter market is oversaturated. Most of these hero shooter games, Overwatch and Valorant, those are going to be the two that I want to talk about the most right now, definitely have a leg up when it comes to this game. And you might ask why? It's because Concord is charging $40 to play. Overwatch is free to play. Valorant is free to play because they found ways to monetize it. Where Concord, supposedly, according to this article, does not have a way for monetization. Well, if that's the case, they're going to have to start pumping out cosmetic items. They're going to have to start charging season passes just to try to like recoup the money that it cost them to make this game over 8 years, which is mind-boggling because I guarantee you this game was probably announced like 5 years ago. And like right now, it's probably like Skull and Bones are like, yeah, guys, just put it out there. Now, if they drop the price point to $0, start charging people, or allow you to even grind to unlock characters, by all means, I'm cool with that. Because it's just like every other hero shooter, right? I have to agree with the guy who writes the article right here. You know what happens now or soon? Likely very soon, Concord will pull the ripcord and go free to play or be added to PlayStation Plus. I think this game, in order for it to succeed, should have been on PlayStation Plus from day one, because it feels like it really wasn't advertised that much other than the PlayStation Store, right? And then on top of that, in order for you to really build a base, like a fan base that is, let it go free to play on even on the PlayStation, and then build that momentum to get the word of mouth out there that, hey, this game Concord's pretty good. Concord has much more content planned from here, a full roadmap, all that which you'd expect from any live service launch. Like I said, live service games, for the most part, if it's a reasonable price tag, but the problem is $40 is reasonable, but it's a live service game, hero shooter. They need to figure something out real quick. Yeah. And I think the other part that really baffles me, I was looking into it. This is actually the first outing by the studio, Firewalk Studios, by the way. It's the first time that Firewalk Studios has gone out there for Sony, and it's a first party title. And I did a little bit of research into Firewalk, and come find out they got a bunch of guys from Bungie, a bunch of guys from Activision, a bunch of guys from, EA. So they got people in there that know how to do shooters. So you got the guys from Call of Duty, you got guys from Apex, Titanfall, and of course Halo and Destiny. And all honesty, the part that kind of boggles my mind is you come down here, for the most part, everything's saying positive things about it. I just think it was a poor launch, poor advertising, other than on the PlayStation Store, because like I said, it's the only place I have heard anything about this game, excuse me, is the PlayStation Store. The only negative one I see right here is game is okay, but it's clunky. Also, there's no player base. We'll get it on 50% off. That's the only thing that's stated right here in this negative thing. He has exactly 2 hours played. And the issue is like setting up a hero shooter like this and not having a fan base. The queue times are going to be long. Not worth $39.99 at all. If it doesn't go free to play, it will be dead in a month. This game is just another hero shooter. An hour of gameplay was enough for me to get a refund, wait until it goes free to play, or Sony decides to give it away on PlayStation Plus subscribers. So this guy has 1.1 hours, he got the refund, and basically stated everything that the article stated. Product refunded. Wait, this doesn't have a product refund on it, but this one says product refunded. He had 0.7 hours on it. It's not bad, it's just not good either. And in the hero shooter market, there's better free options available. This should be a free-to-play to even have a chance. If not, it will die quick. Hell, it's already on life support. It's a bummer because the gameplay is entertaining and the pastel color palette is pretty nice. And, I will admit, I'm a sucker for a really good-looking game. Like, I think that this game should have been free to play. Like, the hero shooter market is definitely like oversaturated. Let's go full screen. So I want you guys to tell me what you think in the comment section down below. Like, you think this is good? You think this is bad? Or are you even going to check this game out? Anyways, you guys, don't forget to mash that like button, comment down below, and subscribe. We're on our way to 9,000 subscribers, and I can't do this without y'all. Y'all take it easy. Have a great and wonderful day, and I'll catch you later. Bye!